Right then, this is now my Johnny Fisher versus Dave Allen fight prediction now for you guys. This fight is, of course, going down on the undercard of Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury, the rematch. Let's get right into predicting this fight right now then. So, it's pretty obvious who's going to win, and that is Johnny Fisher. But I would love to see Dave Allen win. I quite like Dave Allen, but it's not going to happen, is it? I don't think he's got a chance of winning this fight whatsoever. Even though he was saying that he was that in this that during this fight, he's confident going into the fight. But not too long ago though, he was saying he didn't believe he beat Fisher and that he gets splattered out. But that is what's going to happen here though. He's going to get splattered out. And I feel like Dave Allen's got a perfect style for Johnny Fisher to be able to deal with, if I'm being real. I do think he's better defensively than what Alan Babic is, so it's not going to be Dave Allen walking into something in like the first 30 seconds of the fight. I'm going to give Dave Allen until the second round, in my opinion. I just feel like, I said it in my full card prediction video as well, but I'm breaking this down more in this video. I think, obviously Dave Allen's last good opponent that he fought was Frazer Clarke, and Frazer Clarke likes to box and wanted to get a few rounds in with David Allen likes to box behind the jab, and that's what Frazer Clarke was able to do while boxing and beating down Dave Allen at the same time. But with Johnny Fisher, he's different because with Johnny Fisher, there's no feeling out process with him. Johnny Fisher doesn't like to take rounds to get into it. He's just, goes for it from the word go, really, as soon as the bell goes. To start the fight, Johnny Fisher's going all out and, starts putting his shots together quickly. Johnny Fisher's a quick starter. That's what we see from Johnny Fisher. And that's going to be something that troubles Dave Allen. I feel like Dave Allen kind of likes to take a bit of time to try and get into fights. I do think, though, David Allen's got some good punch accuracy. I do. But from what we've seen in his past fights that he's had on TalkSport, Fight Zone, he's looked quite stiff. We saw, let's take that Jake Darnell fight, for example. I thought he looked very stiff in that. And those rounds that he was able to get in those fights, I really don't think are going to benefit him coming into this Johnny Fisher fight whatsoever. They were basically sparring sessions, holding back on shots, really, from Dave Allen in those two fights that he's had. Previously since the Frazer Clarke fight, they're holding back on shots, not really fully going for it, trying to get rounds in. And it's not, from the way with those fights we're going, they're not going to help Dave Allen shake off some cobwebs for this Johnny Fisher fight. It's not going to make any difference whatsoever, in my opinion. They're much lower guys than him. They're not giving him anything back. And ideally as well, though, when you're trying to shake off some cobwebs, you need to be in there with a half-decent guy who's going to give you something back. And from Dave Allen's last two opponents, that's not what has happened. I think Johnny Fisher is going to win this fight in the second round. And, I just feel like Dave Allen walks onto shots. Dave Allen, he does come forward with a high guard. But I feel like when Dave Allen eventually opens up as well, Johnny Fisher throws some real good quick combination punches, 5-6 combination punches. I feel like Johnny Fisher's a very good explosive combination puncher, and he does put his shots together well, and it's becoming better and better and better each time we see him. And I feel like Johnny Fisher's timing is becoming much better as well. I feel like his distance management is becoming much better as well. The more Johnny Fisher gets the experience in, the better he's getting every single time we see Johnny Fisher in there. Every time we see Dave Allen in there, he's looking worse every time we see him. And I mean that with no disrespect whatsoever. I like Dave Allen, but these are just my opinions and thoughts on how this fight's going to go. Dave Allen's not improving. He's on the decline. I mean, I hope he can prove me wrong, but I just feel like, Dave Allen doesn't really set up his shots or anything like that. He kind of, when he does come forward, he doesn't throw a load. I feel like his punch volume is lowering. I mean, it's because he's getting older. I don't think he's taking it as seriously as he once was. When he was a hungry heavyweight coming up. That's the thing. And who knows what shape Dave Allen is going to come in for this fight. That's the thing. And I'm not sure if he's fully been taking this 100% seriously. You never know. With the amount of money, that could get to his head now with some money that is being offered for this fight. It is good money, probably one of the career highest paydays for Dave Allen, no matter what. So that's a big thing as well. But Johnny Fisher is motivated on the scene, and we've seen it as well. He's getting better and better and better. He's more dangerous than ever, in my opinion, Johnny Fisher. And he's ridiculously motivated right now to go. And, you know, Dave Allen just doesn't set up his shots when he's coming forward. Sometimes he can throw some random shots and just get caught when he's coming in. And Johnny Fisher at the moment is very good at catching you when you're coming in. The timing and how he sees shots is getting better. I feel like his overall boxing IQ is improving with the openings that he can see. But, I mean, yeah, Johnny Fisher's not going to come in and box Dave Allen. He's going to come in and literally try and take his head off. And that's what's going to happen in this fight. I don't know how Dave Allen wins. I mean, I reckon you never know. Dave Allen could try and come out and throw some shots, clinch, throw some shots, clinch. But again, Johnny Fisher's probably a stronger man than what Dave Allen is. So I don't think that's going to work. So I think it's just Johnny Fisher's fight all the way, in my opinion. I just don't see it going in Dave Allen's favour whatsoever. He's going to get tagged early on, and I don't think Dave Allen's punch resistance is once what it was as well. And I feel like as well, once Dave Allen goes into deep waters, especially right now, he's not going to bloody want it. And it was clear in the Frazer Clark fight, the beating that Frazer Clark was putting on him. You know, it was clear. You could tell Dave Allen didn't even really want to be in there. And it's going to be no different this time. And even if he is feeling a little bit more motivated going into this fight, which he is saying, but when he's taking some big shots off Johnny Fisher, I don't think he's going to feel motivated in there. I feel like he's going to try and look for a way out, in my opinion. So I think Johnny Fisher wins this fight in 2 rounds. I think Dave Allen might leave himself too open. He's just going to walk into shots. And that's what Johnny Fisher likes, when you just come right at him. So, yeah, Johnny Fisher's going to win the fight. I mean, Dave Allen has got power. We know that. 18 knockouts out of his 23 wins. He's got power. He can hurt you. And back in the day, he was accurate and picked his body shots nicely. But he's not beating Johnny Fisher. He's not beating Johnny Fisher. It's not happening. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll speak to you on the next one.